Hi everyone, welcome to this Change, Grow and Transform series. This is a bonus video where we look at continuing the path of empowerment. So the idea is that we set ourselves a goal for 30 days. We listen to the information, the topic, the mental health tip, look at the oracle card, write down the affirmation and repeat that affirmation all day, and then write in our journal any of the journal prompts and go a bit deeper and think about that. Some of you may have also taken up the offer of coaching, getting some therapy or support from somewhere else to help you on that journey, and are thinking about what next. So we just at the end of the series had the world card, thinking about celebrating how far we've come so far. And now we're thinking about continuing the path of empowerment. You know, it's not about the destination, it's really about the journey and you starting to create a life of purpose, joy, and growth, feeling happier, more abundant, more peace. And I'm saying the words more because there will be days when you might feel depressed or anxious or lost or alone or isolated, or old mindsets and circular thinking comes back. And this is practice. There aren't necessarily things that will change overnight. Some do, but in terms of continuing the path, it's you can follow me for the next 30-day program that I'm currently working on, and you can look at the oracle card, which is the Fool. So the idea of the Fool is that you're about to step off and embark on a journey. And as you look at that card, she's really serene, she's in the moment, and the wind is gently blowing, and there's lots of energy shining down of all the possibilities about what could happen on the next step. She's safe, the cliff hasn't cracked yet, and so just check that card out. Okay, so the Fool represents new beginnings, potential, and faith in the journey ahead. So we're building on hope and faith of the star card. And it encourages you to step forward with confidence and embrace the endless possibilities before you. So if you're coming to the end of a chapter and the world is more applicable, you're ending a job or a relationship, or, returning a car, starting to cycle, changing location, moving house. They're endings, but with endings also come new beginnings. And sometimes when we're in the ending, we can't see round the corner and see how wonderful the next few steps are going to be. Even if they're stressful at the time, moving into a new house can be joyous and really stressful as you're getting through all the furniture that you stored up, to realize that maybe you don't want half of it now, so now you've got to sort through it all. So it's about encouraging you to step forward with confidence and embrace the endless possibilities before you. This card reminds you that empowerment is an ongoing journey. So the Fool invites us to view every ending, as I said, as a new beginning. And as we conclude any 30-day programs, we look ahead with optimism and courage, knowing that even if you only did 2 days or 4 days or 10 days, that's amazing. That's two more or four more or 10 more than you would have done the previous month. So there is growth and there is change. And there was that aspect of applying yourself to trying something out, and see where else you've done that. Where else have you applied yourself? What else can you celebrate and how can you move forward? So, the strategies for continuing your path of growth and staying connected to your personal power is write down 3 intentions for the next month, for the next 30 days, and focus on areas that you want to grow or continue building. So, I'm continuing to grow my time in the gym. I'm doing more sets. I'm swimming, but swimming a few more lengths. So I sowed the seeds in October. The seeds started to grow. I started to do more, set the intentions to do that. And like I said, I have to balance that because I can get chronic fatigue at times with rest and having time out and just chilling. But broadly, once I gave it 2 or 3 weeks and didn't pack too much other things into my schedule, I was able to start feeling the benefits without getting wiped out. So you sow the seeds, you start to do it, and you start to get the momentum building up, and you start to feel the benefits of what you're doing. The same as if you do a course, you understand something better, something that you couldn't do before, you can now do. So, what area do you want to grow and continue to build momentum on? And revisit these intentions weekly to track your progress. So, what I do when I use the coaching wheel is I ask people to rate out of 10, 10 being amazing, brilliant, very happy, the different aspects of their life, like relationships. How satisfied are you in your relationships? And if we said personal, intimate relationship, out of 10, 10 is amazing, and 0, 2, 3, and 4 clearly is problematic. Same in your work life, same in your spiritual life, and in your finances. And what you can notice is you don't have to focus on all areas when you're starting to think about moving forward or making changes. You just start on the one that you need to do straight away. What is the most important thing? And sometimes it's really just getting the basics right, in terms of where you live and getting yourself straight, getting the rest, and then starting to really think about the kind of things that you can do, even if it's just one class a week, some one thing that's a little bit different. So, what are the next steps in your journey of empowerment? And if you want some help with that, contact me and we'll have a Kickstart program. It's 3 sessions of coaching using evidence based research to explore where you are right now, where you want to go, and the steps that you can take to get you there. And making a program that really fits and aligns completely with where you are at this stage of your journey. And then how will you continue to cultivate the practices? And then notice what happens when you don't. Because, for example, I think I talked on one of the other videos is I've been practicing yoga 3 or 4 times a week for the last few years. But it is really important that I do that. With me driving the camper van, my shoulders can get stiff, lower back gets sore. And so it's really important to do some of the stretches that I've learned in yin yoga to really allow my body to release that stiffness and allow the blood to flow and then allow healing to occur. And you get a better night's sleep when you've stretched your body out. So hopefully this has been helpful. And the full card is the one that you take on the next stage leg of your journey. So it's been great sharing these videos with you, and there will be more bonus ones. So look out for those.